Oh, how about that? How about that then? Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0 in a massive game in the context of the Premier League title race. We beat the champions, and not just beat them, we completely took them apart today, as that was a sensational performance, now meaning that we've had three back-to-back really impressive performances, complete performances against Bournemouth, Dortmund, and Liverpool. And that was the perfect way to head into the international break. And just an unbelievable performance across the board. For every single one of our players was on it today. And no one was on it like Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku put in the performance of his life today. And that is the potential of just how good Jeremy Doku can be. Liverpool could not live with him. And when he plays like that, no fullback in the world can live with him. Because the pace, the trickery, the ability to go both ways, he's just unplayable. He can go between two markers. It doesn't matter. He is just so good. And today, that performance he put in, from the moment he got the ball in that first time and he went past someone, that completely changed everything. In the first 5 minutes or so, I think it was a little bit cagey. I thought we were passing and moving the ball quite well. But when Jeremy Doku first got it and ran at someone and beat someone, and then obviously he was the one that won the penalty initially, I felt like he just planted that seed in the Liverpool players' mind that we need to be very, very careful of him. And he just caused them so many problems, ran them ragged. And Conor Bradley was probably one of the best players for Liverpool today. Got nowhere near Jeremy Doku. Genuinely unbelievable performance from him today. I mean, the way he takes that goal as well, wrapping it into the far corner. If there's one criticism everyone at Manchester City has of Jeremy Doku, is he doesn't score enough goals. And to cut in off of his right foot on the outside of the box and just curl it into the far corner. Unbelievable finish from him. Well-deserved man of the match. And as I said, that is the best performance he has put in a Manchester City shirt so far this season. But let's talk about the game. And in that first half, I thought we were the much better side. Liverpool were nowhere near their best levels. I think that's fair to say. They looked like a team that was a little bit lacking confidence, not going forward with really complete fluidity. They look like the inferior teams mentally. They look like they weren't ready to go and confront us and open up spaces in the midfield and try and make things happen themselves. They were nowhere near good enough on the ball, and I thought we punished them really well. Jeremy Doku winning the penalty early on. Konate coming across, causing problems. I don't think he needed to do what he did. Then Jeremy Doku steals the ball. The goalkeeper comes out. His knee connects with Jeremy Doku as he slides out. He knocks him off balance as he tries to put it into the back of an empty net. And that is a penalty for Erling Haaland. And I've just come to the conclusion that Erling Haaland doesn't want cheap goals at this point. It's like, a penalty goal? Doesn't look as clean on my record. I'll leave that one. And Mamardashvili saved it. It wasn't the greatest penalty, if I'm being completely honest, from Erling Haaland. He probably could have put it a little bit more into the corner, but Mamardashvili, to his credit, did get down quite quickly and save it. So it was a good save from Mamardashvili. But it didn't take Erling Haaland long to get on the score sheet. It's a wonderful ball whipped in by Matheus Nunes. The Liverpool defenders stand off of him. They stand off of him for a couple of seconds too long, and he thinks, all right, then I'll whip the ball in. And it's a fantastic cross into the box, inviting Erling Haaland on the end of it. I think it comes off of Konate as well, and finds its way into the far corner. Mamardashvili can do nothing about it, and that is Manchester City 1-0 up in the game, and it was thoroughly deserved. We were the much better team at that point in the game. And then the real controversial point comes in the game where Liverpool actually equalised off of a corner. They had nothing up until this moment in the game. It's a good ball whipped in. Virgil van Dijk gets on the end of it. It's a really good header into the far corner, in all credit. But Robertson was standing in an offside position. And look, I feel like this shouldn't have been given as offside, personally. If I'm being completely honest, I would be fuming if that went against my club. And Robertson isn't standing in the direct line of sight of Donnarumma. He can see the ball. He can see Virgil van Dijk header the ball, and he knows the flight of the ball. Robertson is in the path of where the ball is heading. Then that's why I think that they gave it as offside. But I thought that Donnarumma had a full view of Virgil van Dijk's header, and therefore I personally don't think it should have been given as offside. I think it probably should have stood. I will absolutely 100% take it, don't get me wrong. But if that was given against City, I'd be absolutely fuming. But in all fairness, in that point of the game, they didn't deserve to be level in the game. As I said, I thought it was harsh, but performance-wise, Liverpool did not deserve to be level with Manchester City. And towards the end of that half, as the 7 minutes got put on, I thought to myself, we have to go and get this second goal. We have to make sure we punish them because they've been sloppy and they were really poor in that last 10 minutes of the half. And we got on top of them. Nico Gonzalez lines a shot up on the edge of the box. It takes a deflection off of Van Dijk, finds its way into the corner. Manchester City are 2-0 up, and I'm sure Liverpool fans' heads were absolutely on the moon at that point because obviously of the offside for Virgil van Dijk. But I think it was poor from Virgil van Dijk. He throws a little boot out at it and it's just poor. He just needs to put a little bit more authority behind it to get it clear. He doesn't, sticks the boot out, deflection in the far corner. Marmond Ashley doesn't have a chance, and that is Manchester City 2-0 up in the game, and Nico Gonzalez doing a little bit of a knee slide with scoring an important goal against a big team. Reminds me of a certain central defensive midfielder we've had for many years that's won a Ballon d'Or. That's all I'll say. But I thought it was a thoroughly deserved lead to take into halftime, despite the controversy over the Liverpool goal. And then in the second half, Liverpool grew a little bit, to be fair to them. I thought they gave a better account of themselves in the second half, although they gave them so much to do by going 2-0 down and having that sloppy performance. But they did level up a little bit. Man City, though, we were strong. We held firm. I thought Nico O'Reilly up against Salah in that second half was outstanding defensively. Didn't really give Salah much. I thought he was really impressive defensively, and I thought the back line was quite good as well. Diaz looks back to his best, which is really impressive. And then Mateus Nunes as well with another top performance. I thought he was really strong defensively. Gvardiol was strong defensively. I just thought there was a couple of times where maybe he played a couple of sloppy passes, but outside of that, thought he was strong. Nico Gonzalez with an absolutely fantastic performance too. And then I thought that the front line, that is our best front line personally, I think. Shirky, Foden, Doku and Haaland. There's so much threat, different range of threats as well in the game. I was a little bit surprised that Shirky went off as early as he did in the second half. But it was Jeremy Doku who rounded off the game with that fantastic goal. And it was so deserved. I mean, the performance was absolutely outstanding. And it would have been a shame for him to actually walk away from that game without a goal contribution, or at least a goal. And he scored a fantastic one because he was by far head and shoulders the best player on the pitch. And I thought overall really strong performance. After we went 3-0 up, I was a little bit disappointed in terms of we seemed to sit off a little bit. I don't think, I felt like potentially Liverpool could have come back into it at that point. I think we took our foot off the gas a little bit too much for my liking. But at the end of the day, really, really solid win. A great performance. A statement winning performance as well. Showing Arsenal we are serious about this Premier League. And I genuinely believe, with all the talk of Arsenal this season, I think City have a very good chance of winning the Premier League this season. Because Arsenal, they're not an incredible side. They're not a side that they will create 1,000 chances. They're a side that are effective at what they do. I think this City side are much more dangerous from open play. And I think that City can hunt this Arsenal team down. We just need to stay in that distance of them heading in to the beginning, probably March time. Once we get into March time, if we are in touching distance of this Arsenal team, I fancy us to go and win the Premier League, because I think that we are the better side than Arsenal. But at the end of the day, we just have to focus on each game at a time, and at the moment it's been fantastic. The Bournemouth performance, the Dortmund performance, and then the Liverpool game all in a row. Really, really solid, complete performances, and I'm really liking the look of this Manchester City side at the moment. It's really exciting. We've got Rodri still to come back, Kusanov still to come back. It's really exciting. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comments below. I thought we were fantastic today. Really, really happy with that result in performance. The 3 points was so needed to get that 4 points touching distance of Arsenal, capitalizing on them dropping 2 points against Sunderland. And yeah, really, really exciting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts are on the game in the comments below. And yeah, Jeremy Doku, absolutely unbelievable today. I mean, that man, if he can consistently put in performances like that, we're looking at one of the best wingers in the world. We really are. Because that performance today, that was something special.